anyway.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We're back with another episode of the Grand Slam. I know we've been in a hiatus, but we're back. We're back in action.
No one's gonna go for the pun.
We've
We've been in a hiatus.
Oh God.
Also, of course, some of you may not know, but we have a special guest today. It's the General from the General Insurance. Say hi, Mr. General from the General Insurance.
Save some time.
How's your friend Shaq doing? How's your friend, good old Shaq, doing?
Who?
Your friend
You know,
Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, we don't talk. We don't talk. We have a strictly business relationship, and the reason being is that he got in my car one day and broke the rims.
Oh God.
Oh shit! Not again.
Of course, I do drive a small, cartoon, sedan, and Shaq is a very large man.
I mean, have you seen him carry a printer? The printer fits in his hand.
He's a very big man.
Well,
in reality, this is Will from South Texas, but he's our special guest, surprise guest today, Mr. Will from South Texas. So yeah, one simple thing.
Everybody, praise me! Praise me!
Praise him, ladies and gentlemen!
That just sent a bunch of these.
Ooh. I want poggers in the chat.
Poggers in the chat.
Poggers. But anyways, just to start this off, how you all doing? How you guys been?
Well, surviving.
Yeah.
Had to go get get ready for Census 2020 work. So
Oh, damn.
had to go up to Corpus to give them my fingerprints. And now I'm just waiting until whatever next I'm supposed to do.
True.
By the way, when you give fingerprints, it is apparently not the same thing as cutting off your fingertips. I learned that the hard way.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I have no fingers anymore, is what I'm saying. I type with a pencil in between both of my palms, and I've gotten really good at it.
I thought like your fingers were all just cut down to the knuckle. So you're just trying to type with your knuckle.
Oh.
I mean, only on the left hand. On the right hand, I have no fingers because I'm right-handed. So when I went to give them the fingertips, I cut off more with the left hand. I'm not very hand-eye coordinated.
Oh, okay. Oh, but anyways, also to you people watching, I hope you all are staying safe and staying the social distancing stuff. Hope you guys are all well and healthy. And today we're just gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it a good chunky episode. We got some stuff. We got our own opinions on certain things, on little things that happen, and we. Hopefully, most of us saw a movie, but we'll talk about that movie later. But yeah, let's get on with the games.
And now we enter the game segment.
But yeah, we since we've been on the wild hiatus, a lot of gaming news happened. Certain conferences happened. We had the Microsoft stuff. We had some weird things with Nintendo going on.
That with the Nintendo stuff, I haven't really been paying much attention to because there
there
hasn't been a lot of stuff that caught my eye with them.
Nothing. There hasn't been anything big. It's just been some very silent stuff, which it's like I'll take it, but. We also have Gamescom that happened recently, and then some big game news that I know.
Yeah, Gamescom is starting is this weekend. Like they had their their preview the other day, and then today's the first official day.
Yeah. Which is
So,
which I know we'll start with the Microsoft conference, because I know you, Robin, you have some thoughts on what they showed on Halo Infinite.
well, I mean, there's been a lot of stuff that happened since then.
Yeah.
Like, one of the so the only thing I can really remember from the Microsoft conference,
Yeah.
and in my opinion, I think like they were showing a good amount of indie games for Microsoft, and I always thought that Microsoft indie games are just so forgettable. And I'll be honest, sometimes, and a lot of times PlayStations are the same thing. There's a lot of them that are just very forgettable.
Yeah.
But the main reason I wanted to watch the Microsoft conference was just to see what they were going to do with Halo Infinite. And from what we got in that demo, I appreciate where they're trying to go for, but then what they showed was just a very old model, old build. Because
I was thinking like what you would expect from like a new next gen Halo game would be like next gen graphics, which this is what next gen's trying to do. They're really going for trying to show how powerful it is.
That's what I was expecting. And it's like, I know there's been a lot of people that have been trying to say like, well, they're also trying to show it for the Xbox One users. Like, yes, I get that, but wouldn't you want them to show how much? Because this is definitely not going to be selling me onto wanting to get a Series X if this is what they're showing.
Yeah.
And also, what also hurts them is that this is also coming out for PC, and they're being open to that. If a lot of Microsoft games are coming to PC and they're not, this is really gonna hurt the Series X when it launches.
Yeah.
Because I might not even get Halo Infinite on Xbox One. I might get it on the PC.
Yeah, and it's weird how they're trying to market it. I remember they were saying that they're still gonna support the Xbox One X, which is fine. I'm like, yeah, you do that for a couple of years, but they make it seem like if it's the Xbox Series X, it's more of like an upgrade than next gen. But yet they're promoting this as next gen, but the way it looks and the way they've been showing it recently doesn't seem like if they're really going for that next gen. It just seems more like an upgrade. Which it ultimately just not made me interested on getting a Series X. I'm more leaning to a PS5, but who knows? So maybe. But
going away from the graphics thing.
Yeah.
I will say that the gunplay looks really good. It looks, and I like the different weapon designs. The alien designs didn't look that great, but that's because of the result of the graphics.
They looked looked weird, I would say.
They looked like, I don't like, it's kind of hard. They looked like a plastic looking. And then like it looks like they just took them off the shelves. And also they made the brutes look too human, like in their faces.
Yeah.
Because I remember that when Bungie had them, and like in Halo Reach and Halo 3, they had like a more elongated face, and they actually looked more alien than they did look human. And that's the thing that really threw me off, especially that ending when they showed the hologram of the main brute guy.
Yeah.
I do think one more thing. I do think that that they're going for the slightly open world aspect to it, and I think that's a great jump. The more that I sat on it and thought about it, because I think when it first came out, I was kind of not prone to the idea of that. But the more I sat and thought about it, I'm like, that's actually a really good thing for them to go for. So, like I said, we'll see what happens. The game has been delayed to 2021.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
which I feel like it's gonna hurt the Series X real bad.
Yeah, because they said there was going to be a launch title, but it was really the only launch title that they really fully went into detail about. But other than that, that was really it. That's all I really remember from the conference.
The only other one that I remember from the conference is the last one they showed, which was Fable. I've never played Fable, but I know that it's a very beloved series in the gaming world. Which I was like, oh, cool! They're finally showing it Fable, but it was just the logo, the little trailer of it. Which I'm like, hey, I mean,
to Garuda in music, I think that's my friend Patrick. Were you
crouched?
Crouched to the idea of it? I'm not I don't really know what you specifically mean by crouched to the idea of it. Like, do you mean by the open world aspect, or to what?
Who knows?
But like I said, we'll see. We'll see what comes of it in the future.
You
said you weren't. God damn it, Patrick! Oh God.
I see what he did there.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
is no laughing allowed here.
I wasn't prone to it,
podcast.
and now I am crouched to it. Yes, I will say that I am crouched to it.
You see, I'm diagonally glitched to it.
I stubbed my
I'm
toe.
I'm like T-posting, but forward.
I was about to say, it's like your feet are planted inside of the ground, but you're T-posing slightly forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is how politics works.
Even
Just
better.
slightly forward. Slightly.
Even better.
Even better. Okay. But yeah, that's.
Oh no, I'm rubber banding. I'm rubber banding.
Oh my.
Whoa!
It's no, he could. It's like a Gmod prop going ape shit.
He transformed to error.
Robin, I'm inside the wall. Help me. Help me.
He's inside the wall, ladies.
Oh my God.
Then I guess most of the games that we saw were in Gamescom, I guess.
Yeah, from the announcements. Wait,
Yeah.
did you say what was the second game from Microsoft that you remembered?
Oh,
because I don't remember anything else.
It was the Fable game, the last game they showed.
Oh right, that's right. That's the big thing.
Yeah, that was like
the big deal.
Yeah. It was like the big thing all over, like the gaming news that people were like. It was like when they announced Skate 4. That's how everyone reacted. Like,
I think.
Oh shit!
Oh
Fable's
yeah.
out.
Skate 4, for EA. I think that one was. Yeah, we already talked about that. I forgot.
Yeah, but I do. But with the Fable one, it's like I'm not a fan of Fable because I've never played it. But I know a lot of people were really excited for it, so I'm like, hey, good for them. You know, good for those people.
I don't know if it's supposed to be a remake. It's gonna be a sequel.
Yeah.
Or a reboot. It's one of the three.
It's one of those. Big
so.
Three. But who knows until the future. And then
because I don't even think they're ready to talk about it until next year.
Yeah, it's probably from next year or like the year after that.
I don't even think it's gonna. I honestly, from what they showed it, I can see it being either released in late 2022 or in 2023, and we won't see it till then.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll still.
Out of all the possibilities, it could be any of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
I think we're gonna get the next Skyrim just before the heat death of the universe.
I mean,
Todd Howard will rise out of the ocean in a ball of light and glory, and he will go, "Hey, here's Skyrim 6."
We don't want
just Skyrim 6,
but
it's just Skyrim.
It's Skyrim Special Edition.
But you can play with
Special Edition, and you can play with a friend. So now you can do all that shit you've done 5,000 times with a buddy, and both of you can have companions. And if you buy this DLC, you can have a dog companion that's not the dog companion that you could get.
All of this
you can finally play.
And Patrick is posting
Todd Howard. Can I have more Todd Howards in the chat? I want more
Todds in the chat.
More Todds in the chat. I want this TV down here filled with Todds.
God Howard, yes. But
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Todd Howard.
the
I
thing
will
that's
tell
great,
you,
like,
Skyrim
they're-
will be out on your dog or
they're
cat.
really like, we already know that they've been milking this one game for fucking ever.
Yeah.
But they're even going more so into it, and they're releasing it on the PlayStation 5. There was footage. There was a leak store page of them of a PS5 version of Skyrim. And it's like, are they really gonna try to re-release this on the PS5?
That's gonna be
Yeah,
their
it's like
announcement.
because we're dirty little piggies and we're gonna buy it, Robin.
I'm not gonna buy it.
That's what
Like,
they're doing with
No.
GTA 5. So
We aren't, but people out there are gonna be like, "Oh man,
it's God
I
Howard.
play. It's God Howard, and I must praise him by buying my 15th copy of Skyrim."
I need to buy every copy. If
'Cause-
not, God Howard will consume me, and I become a copy of Skyrim. I don't want to be a copy of Skyrim.
I don't want to say, "Oh, did you lose your sweet roll?" I don't want to be saying that.
Do you remember Arrow to the Knee? That's not what
Oh,
I want to be. But God Howard will consume me and transform me, destroy every piece of atom in my body, and form it into a box as plastic that says Skyrim on Switch.
And it's God Howard, praise be unto his name. He's really done
El nombre
such
de Todd
amazing
Howard,
things,
Todd
Prince
Howard,
Howard.
Todd Howard. In the name of Todd Howard, Tommen.
oh god.
Hi,
We're never gonna see StarCraft and Elder Scrolls 6,
No.
are we?
No,
No,
We're
it's gonna be Skyrim 6.
Oh god.
Hi,
Because it's
my
the 6th time they've slightly revamped Skyrim, and it's gonna be like, hey, you know how you wanted a new storyline? Well, we don't have that,
Hi.
but you can get this dog.
my name is Todd Howard, and we wondered. We were looking at the Samsung fridge, and we were wondering, what if you could play games, but only Skyrim on the fridge? Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, today's your day. We finally put Skyrim on Samsung fridges.
We have already done it with Alexa. We did that as a joke, but we made that a real thing.
Do you have a 1965 Camaro?
Yes,
well, you
I
could.
do.
Well, now you could play Skyrim on it. Only
How?
Skyrim.
How can you do that?
God Howard.
God
That's
Howard. Do you want to get a Tesla and play some funny video games on your Tesla like Cuphead? Well, now you could play Skyrim. Another funny game.
Skyrim.
Just Skyrim.
That's
Your car
it.
will not move at all. Once you put it on parking, you can never move it again, and all you could do is play Skyrim. And once you beat Skyrim, you can drive. But once you put it in park again, you can't stop until you beat Skyrim again. It will be there every day of your lives.
Once you finally fill up the bar for Fusroda, then you can actually the car in a mile.
Hey, you just got that new toaster? You know, it's a 4-stack double wide, so you can get it. You can get bagels in there. Yeah, it's a real nice toaster. Guess what? Guess what?
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 You can play Skyrim on that now.
Finally, I can eat sweet rolls while finding sweet rolls in game. Said,
Can it be VR on the Samsung TV so I can grab? On the fridge. So when I grab sweet rolls, I'll actually grab
expired milk from the fridge?
and many more. Tune in our infomercial. Samsung fridges with Skyrim in it.
Goat cheese can now play Skyrim. Dun, 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 dun.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. You know your
God Howard. We're talking about God Howard.
Hey guys, Todd Howard here again. You know how you guys have student debt or student loans you need to pay off?
Well, we're
well,
deciding to
now
change the entire U.S. currency to that of Skyrim.
So basically, $1 is a old copy of Skyrim on the PC. $100 is a PlayStation 5 disc of Skyrim. The case is it's $20, and that's all our currency. It's gonna be confusing at first, but trust me, it's because of Skyrim. You guys are gonna make a lot of money. You'll be in debt, but not in money. You'll be debt in Skyrim. You are now Skyrim debt.
Damn it! I could not think of.
I'm gonna have to kill this fucking emperor again. It's just the only way I can get by.
I could not think of a bigger hell than to live in that.
Let's get off the Todd Howard train.
Yes.
And
I've got one more.
Okay.
Got one more, and then we're done. Okay. Then we're absolutely done, and we're moving on. Chat. We're moving on after this.
Okay.
And because Skyrim will take over everything, remember, our game doesn't have any bugs.
It has features.
It's a feature. It's a
feature.
All right, go on. Let's talk about the next thing.
Let's talk about Gamescom that we saw some games that we knew about, and we saw more information on it.
But a little bit before Gamescom, I did want to bring this up. So I like playing Call of Duty, and I played Warzone, and they were for I think it was last week. That whole entire week, they were doing a Easter egg hunt for discovering the next Call of Duty title in Warzone. And after and it had to do with like ciphers and this whole website thing and figuring out about it was interesting. Like you may have to look it up to if you want to read up more on it, because it's so complicated I can't even how they did it. But they revealed like the teaser trailer after the Easter egg.
I heard someone followed whoever was that. Gracious. That scared the hell out of me.
And so they had the teaser trailer for the game with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which I think is just going to be called, like, to make it a smaller title, I think people would just call it Call of Duty Cold War. And the worldwide reveal would be in Warzone on the when was it? I think it was on the 20s.
It wasn't like the day before Gamescom?
It was the 26th.
20th.
I think. No, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I got to participate in it. Like, I went on to Warzone. I had to finish this update, which I'm glad it finished before before it started. So then I got to play it, and I had to do objectives, and all of the wording was getting like crossed out in marker, and like if it was like classified information or something like that, and we jump into, and I had to like look for these specific files. I had to either kill people or take it from loot crates, and then I had to go to, this is where I kind of got stumped because I didn't know where I was supposed to go, and it ended up finishing the round. I was supposed to get a key, which would then I would have to go take that key to a different locked off room, where then I would find something else with it, where then it would say, okay, weapon, where eventually when you find where the weapon is, which is the last thing in the challenge, Frank Woods is holding like a special blueprint for a weapon. And then as soon as the timer went, it starts playing the teaser again. But then all of a sudden you get put back into the game where you have to run to the stadium, and it says like make it to the stadium, you will survive. So then you start running, you have no weapons, you're running and while the teaser in the background is going off, you see a bunch of planes going overhead, and it's almost like there's about a nuke is about to drop, and then you get when the timer runs out, they play then they finish up the teaser, and then they start playing the gameplay trailer, like the actual reveal, and it was all shown on PlayStation 5, and my god, does that game look so fucking beautiful in terms of graphics quality.
Reagan's in the game, Mr.
Ronald Reagan is in the game.
Ronald Reagan is in the game. I don't know who's voicing him, but I feel like
it's Ronald Reagan.
He came back to life, and he voiced himself again.
Oh no, he just escaped from hell. He just went, oh, there's a game about me. Well, I'm the Gipper. I'll show them. I'll go up and voice myself. Anyway, I've got a joke about the Soviets. That's timely. Let's see. I've got my black hair still. Dye that with boot polish. It's the best thing. Oh, where's Nancy? Oh. Shit. Well, at least my good friend George. Oh, George is dead. Fuck. I'm all alone. Well, might as well go kill civilians. That's basically.
I imagine Ronald Reagan as like a really hard emo person.
Oh.
He ends up being like the lead singer from My Chemical Romance or some shit.
So
no, I don't have time to be sad and artistic. No, I what I need to do is I was an actor, and then I became a politician, and now I like to destroy small villages in South America.
Oh, Reagan.
Some people call it a dirty war. I just called it a Tuesday.
Not again, Reagan.
Oh, so okay. So then tying it back to Gamescom, when they showed a cutscene which had Ronald Reagan in it.
Yeah.
And the person that Jeff Keighley was talking to, who was like one of the heads at Treyarch, was basically confirming stuff that we've heard rumors about, was that the main character you're playing as is a customizable character at the beginning of the game. You can either choose to be male or female.
Whoa.
And I think, I don't know if this is true, but I think there's a third option where it's just called classified.
Classified? I know that it's also, it's basically a direct sequel to the first Black Ops.
Yeah, it is a direct sequel to Black Ops 1. That it would be followed by Black Ops 2, which I don't know if it will have some connection to Black Ops 2. But anyway, so you can customize your character. I don't know how detailed you can. We don't know that yet. But we do know
his genitals? I want to change his genitals.
No, it's not like Cyberpunk 2077.
I want to change my pubic hair to gray.
But anyway, so there is one function that is kind of pick your character's background. So like either he's working with he worked with the CIA, with MI6, or he's an ex-KGB agent, and he's helping you out. So it's that part I thought was kind of cool. And they also confirmed that it's going to be a branching storyline, so that means like it'll have multiple endings, and whatever you do throughout the campaign will affect that end. So that's all I know so far.
And it comes out in October or November?
November 13th is when it releases.
Nice. That's a
and if you pre-order it, you can get the closed beta. Access to the open beta.
And then I know on September.
Also, you get a free copy of, ironically, Skyrim.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's so weird. It's like Bethesda slowly buying out Treyarch.
Not just Treyarch, the video game industry.
Yeah, they own
Every pre-order
they own
you get.
Nintendo now.
Skyrim is now in Mario. Mario's not the mascot anymore. Skyrim is.
Why do you think in Odyssey one of the bosses was a giant dragon that looked like Alduin from Skyrim?
Because dragon.
The only note I have for Call of Duty Cold War is the moment in that trailer when fucking Reagan shows up and he's just like, so what have we got? I know these guys. And then it's like, I was just like, oh man, this is gonna be like America good, everyone else bad Cold War propaganda. And from the trailer, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited, not to play the game personally, but to watch other people play the game just so I can judge them silently.
So we're gonna watch Robin play the game the entire day.
Yeah. And Robin's just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill these South American villagers," and we're gonna be like, "Robin,
it's gonna be set. Part of it will be set in South America.
We don't know that it won't."
Well, they did confirm that it would be set in Vietnam, in East Berlin, at the KGB headquarters, in Moscow, in Turkey, and I think also a portion of Russia, which there's like one of the demos that people were shown was Woods and the character that you'd be codenamed Bell, and you both are infiltrating a Russian
Gulag?
a Russian camp, no, not a gulag, a Russian Spetsnaz camp, where then you go into this giant facility. It's a Spetsnaz training facility.
Robin, your mic is shitting.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
know.
Robin, your mic is like you've just had a lot of Spice Station, and it's just like
Spice
pouring out
Station.
of you.
I'm crazy.
I love Spice Station. I want it so bad. It's so good.
I think I'll get some after this.
I hate you because I want it, and it's so far.
Hey Robin,
away.
you want to get some Spice Station after this?
I
No.
hate you,
Oh,
bro.
Okay, fine, Rob.
I don't want Spice Station right now.
Yeah, Robin just straight up came in and took a dump on that bit. Like,
I
you
know.
were like, "Hey, you want to go to Spice Station, Robin?" And he did not yes and you.
He basically just just like went to my
failed.
dorm and just shat on the floor, and then just walked out.
I mean, like, it wouldn't change the smell of the dorm.
True. I mean, well,
I like doing improv stuff, but my favorite thing about stuff is doing the one thing you're not supposed to do and saying no.
No.
Because it just ruins the momentum.
Robin's mic is
All right,
slowly.
there we go.
Robin's mic is slowly transforming into Skyrim. That's why it's
Yeah, it
getting
is.
real shitty. Like you can see
I need to.
you see the atoms forming slowly to the S.
I need to fix a lot of the
And
audio stuff.
yeah, I know other stuff they showed out there. They showed Warcraft, which I forgot that game happened for a while. They showed World of Warcraft. They showed my whole thing was I was waiting for Ratchet and Clank, and I was waiting for Fall Guys Season 2 stuff. Robin's mic is made of sweet rolls and duct tape.
I do know that they did show Fall Guys Season 2.
Which I'm fucking excited for.
They did show this one game that I'm excited for, but I wish it would be coming out to PSVR. Excuse me.
Which one is it?
And it's called Medal of Honor Above and Beyond.
Yeah.
And it's basically taking inspiration back from the original Medal of Honor games. So it's set in France. You're a OSS agent infiltrating Nazi-occupied France, and yeah, just trying to. I forgot what else the basis of the game is. I need to read about it.
For France.
They're taking. Yeah.
But I thought it was coming on the PSVR.
No, not yet. They haven't confirmed it yet.
Mm.
They only confirmed it for Oculus.
I know.
So-
I'm excited for season 2 because I like what they're going with the theme of Fall Guys. They're going medieval stuff, so I'm gonna dress as a knight, a dragon. I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna laugh, but I'm gonna have a good time with Fall Guys, which is a good game. I do like. It was interesting how they showed Ratchet and Clank. I was mixed on it because my whole thought was like, what if they just re-show what they showed of it, and they basically did that. But all of it was like, it seemed like all of it was in-engine, which it looks impressive for what it is. Like the way that he grabs the portals and he instantly loads to that part of the world. Which I'm like, okay. But I like Ratchet and Clank. I've never played the games, but I've always liked how they are. Like the aesthetic of them and the gameplay look of them. So if I'm like,
Yeah.
if I ever get a PS5, that'd be the game I'd get.
I'm trying to they also announced Little Nightmares 2, which I know is a fan favorite for a lot of people for indie games. Trying to see what else.
I remembered one because it got me real excited because 12 minutes. Do you remember that one?
12 minutes.
Isn't that's the one they revealed. That's the one where they revealed the cast. They're like an all-star cast where Daisy Ridley's in it. I forgot the other guy's name, and fucking Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
When he started speaking, they didn't show the cast. I'm like, is that fucking Willem Dafoe? And I'm like,
I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I have seen the. That's a pretty good cast to see that.
Yeah, they got like an A-list cast on that. I was like, holy shit. And it's like an indie game.
They revealed Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, which I know a lot of people not a lot of people know of the Age of Empires games.
Yeah.
My brother was a big fan of those.
Which was it? That Dragon Age game?
Oh god, yeah. I'm BioWare has lost my trust up so many times that I think this one's just gonna be a train wreck. Yeah. So I'm just like, okay, I'll wait until the game and it starts failing.
They were still in beta, in early development with that game.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what else. By going through YouTube. Oh yeah, they finally had an official gameplay trailer. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga.
Oh yeah.
Which it looks cool. The only problem I had with it is when they were showing the original trilogy, they had some audio that's not from the original movies, like they did with some of their other games that are based off of these, like the Lego Jurassic Park game. Let's see. There's also a story trailer for Mafia Definitive Edition, which I'm very excited to play because it comes out September 25th, and since I got the Mafia trilogy thing, it is counted as a pre-order for Mafia Definitive Edition. I finally get to play that game.
That's the first one, right? Mafia 1?
Yeah, the first one.
Mafia 1. What else was at Gamescom? I think that was mostly on at Gamescom.
That was mostly it, at least notable ones. I mean, I'm sure there's a few that we missed that are notable to other people.
Yeah.
But
that was notable to us. But we had a lot of gaming news for these past couple of weeks, which is cool.
Yeah.
And it's and now we're going to the next segment train. We're gonna go and talk about a movie that I think we all have seen, which is it was my first time seeing it.
I saw it I think about a month ago. So it is rarely fresh in my mind.
And I gotta do it. I gotta do everybody's favorite line from the movie before we even say the name of the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quaid.
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 Oh god.
Reactor. Free Mars. Yeah.
Which the movie we're talking about is Total Recall,
The
starring.
one with Colin Farrell.
Oh,
God. I'll leave this fucking call.
I've never seen the remake of Total Recall.
I haven't either. I don't want to.
I don't. I've seen. I'm sticking with the Arnold version, the 1990
Yeah.
Total Recall, which I'll say it right off the bat. I actually really loved this movie. It was like my first time watching it, and I really loved it.
Oh, yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah,
It's a really great. Yeah, it's a great action movie. Like I like I said, it's been about a month since it's
Mhm.
like I don't remember a whole lot of it, but I think the one thing that always stuck to me is
Your mind's taking a shit, man.
yeah. The one thing I like about the Total Recall movie is the prosthetics they
Oh,
have
yeah.
in the movie.
Those were amazing. I was trying to
I
look up
know.
who did the not the costume, but the practical
Prosthetic
effects.
effects,
Yeah, the
practical
prosthetics.
effects, yeah.
Let me let me look that up real quick. Total-
Like, it's just an interesting idea about somebody who has had this whole life and then taken his mind out of like he was like some agent or something like that.
Mhm. He
'Cause
was
I'm trying to
he was
remember
an
it.
agent.
yeah.
Yeah.
The way it starts off is like he's having this dream, and like what's going on. He has this dream where that was like the best part of seeing it, where like he falls down, his spacesuit cracks, and his face is just like and it's about to blow up.
And to him, he thought it was a dream, but in reality, it happened in real life.
It did. Music by cinematography, production design, art direction.
It's Rob Bottin.
Rob Bottin.
Yep, that's
Special
the makeup
makeup.
artist.
What did he?
Put it in the chat. He put it in the chat.
Oh, he worked on.
It's on the-
He worked on RoboCop 7 and The Thing.
That makes sense for
And
for the thing.
Fight
Oh,
Club,
and Fight Club.
Yeah.
Nice.
but he can't talk about it.
He's also done stuff for The Howling. That's another movie she's done. The Fog.
The Fog.
That's
Like the Howling and the Fog sound familiar, but it's like those seem like those movies that I've seen.
Oh
on
my
the-
god, he did special effects work in Ridley Scott's Legend
wow.
Oh
with
shit!
Tim Curry.
He did he was an assistant makeup artist for apparently A New Hope
Oh wow!
and King Kong. Makeup effects for King Kong, 1976.
Oh, that version. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
And
So he's had his hands. He's had his hands on a lot of things.
So I keep like so. Premise of the story. He doesn't remember his past life. He just thinks he has all these dreams.
And he's craving is to go to Mars.
Like he's hiding out as a quote unquote hiding out as a construction worker until he wants to go do that Total Recall vacation mind thing.
Yeah.
And it's like I want to be a secret agent. And so they go through it and you think, oh, maybe it's wrong simulation. So is it going wrong or part of the simulation? We just don't know as the audience.
Yeah.
So
I really like the story in it. I like the twists and turns it had, especially when it gets even further. I'm like, wow, okay.
and and I apologize if it sounds like I'm not really getting into the discussion about it.
Yeah.
I'm really trying hard to remember because it's been a month since I've seen it.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. I feel like it's been like a couple of weeks since I've seen it, but it's really fresh in my mind, and I finally kind of see why, like, how this is like, it's not as big as like big sci-fi movies that we know, like Terminator or Aliens, but I feel like it should be on the radar of those, for me personally.
And then we have three tits lady.
Oh yeah,
I was about to say, there's the three-titted woman, which exists. That's something that's in cinematic history now. But
I think she made a
also
return.
there's Benny, and I'm not going to say anything. He's the cab driver with 5 kids.
I have 5 kids to feed.
That's-
I have 5 kids to feed. I think.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't want.
Hey man, I got 5 kids to
feed.
And it's like, okay.
Like, I think this is one movie I would want to discuss, but not give spoilers to, because it is a really good movie.
Yeah,
People should watch it without.
Yeah. And I feel like it feels like we're kind of spoiling it, but I don't think we really are, because
we're just talking about the opening.
Yeah, like how it starts, because there is more twists and turns as you get through the movie, and I love the futuristic environment of this. I think it's a wonderful, like, the matte paintings they had in Mars are beautiful.
It's just a beautifully made, like, crafted for both practical effects. It's just and the set design too. It's just all great.
Yeah. Anything that involves, like, their head, it's like it feels like if the way they did the makeup was like using like cartoony effects when, like, things with the face. Yeah. Like the scene where Arnold's taking something out of his nose and it's like very, like, exaggerated, like pulling it out.
Oh God, yeah. It feels like, and it takes you a second.
Yeah.
It takes you a second to realize, like, that's prosthetic. But it's like, at first you're thinking, oh my God, they're actually gonna. Oh yeah, no, I agree, Pat. We should do.
Oh yeah,
Lighthouse.
You have no idea how much I would love to talk about the Lighthouse.
I need to rewatch it again. I know it's on
Amazon Prime.
On Prime, so
maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it next time.
It is a really good movie. Will, you need to watch it.
Yes.
Is Willem Dafoe in it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson.
Okay, well, I watch anything with Willem Dafoe in it.
This is like his greatest performance that I've ever seen.
This is his life. It's his career best.
Have you not seen what is it? Boondock Saints?
Boondock Saints? No, I haven't seen Boondock Saints yet.
No. But
what is it? Is that the right movie?
You love my lobster.
My lobster, I seen it.
You found me lobster now. They're goddamn farts.
The Boondock Saints. That's what it is.
No, so I haven't seen the Boondocks.
No.
Boondock. I can't talk right now.
It's very good.
Yeah.
And Willem Dafoe's in it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Norman Reedus is in that movie. Like, of Walking Dead fame, as a lot of people know him now.
Yeah.
So. But no, yeah. Give this movie a watch. I refuse to keep talking about it, mostly because I'm having a really hard time trying to remember.
Yeah.
And I'm trying my damnedest.
I don't
want to spoil it.
I just want to say that the Johnny Cab is probably the greatest thing. Where you going, buddy? And it's like,
that is.
Drive! It's like, you need to tell me a destination. And then he just great.
Yeah.
Great.
And I feel I haven't seen the remake one of it, but I remember seeing it as a kid, like only the beginning, and then I just walked out because I was kind of bored. But
for Total Recall.
Yeah, because we didn't pirate it from Mexico, but we totally got and rented it. And they had the movie, and I'm like, I don't know, it looks boring. And then I just walked out and went to my room and slept. And watching this is like, it's like I really love Arnold's charm. He may not be like the best actor out there, but he has a charisma. He has a lot of charisma.
He's not even a good actor out there.
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's be. Arnold gets by on his ability to yell, his physique, and like, okay, when he gets the girl, you're happy.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, good, they got the girl. But like most of his acting is just like, like it's not. That's not an over. And for this movie, that's not overemphasizing how kind of mediocre he is. That's this whole movie.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm a secret agent. We're going to Mars. Quaid.
Why are you saying Quaid?
Quaid. I don't want to be Hauser. I want to be Quaid. Quaid. You're not my wife. You're not my wife.
I will say that I think the first Schwarzenegger movie that I can remember as my first one, Jingle. And
oh yeah, Jingle All the Way is great.
Yeah,
it's good terms for me for nostalgic sake, but like when you watch it trying to be a critic person, it's like I can't.
Like I guess for me personally, like this is the same thing that's with Macaulay Culkin films. Like most of Arnold Schwarzenegger films that I've seen, I never finished seeing any of them, so I have a lot of them that I need to watch.
I can
all of
as
them
much as I do.
But all of the Arnold Schwarzenegger films I've seen, I've only seen them in Spanish. Like the first time I've ever seen Terminator 2 was in Spanish.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're so Quaid. You're so Quaid.
You're so Quaid. You're not Quaid.
Like that's the same thing. Like
Me amo e Quaid. No es Hauser. No es Hauser.
no, but like when that's how it is with Macaulay Culkin movies too. Like the only movie I saw like in English first was Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin. Like Richie Rich, all the other films he's been in, all in Spanish.
It took me a while to realize he was it took me a while that I don't know why it took me so long, but it took me a while to realize that was Macaulay Culkin.
In Richie Rich?
No, in Page Master.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Page Master's great.
Mm-hmm.
It is great.
Movie.
Like I saw
that movie a few months ago for $3 because it was in the discount bin.
Shit.
And thank you, corporate sponsors, which I will not name for legal reasons.
But like Page Master, I've never seen it all in English. I've only seen bits and pieces of it in Spanish. Home Alone 2, I've only seen in Spanish. Richie Rich, I've only seen all of it in Spanish. So
Me gusta the tritatas, señora. Me gusta.
like Jingle All the Way, I've only seen it in Spanish.
I like with Jingle All the Way. As much as I get so annoyed by it and I don't like it, I can watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing with it. It's like I don't have a.
Ayúdame, necesito a comprar un juego para mi niño.
God, but like anyway. So with Total Recall, it's a great action movie.
Everyone should go watch it. Overall thoughts. What do you guys rate it out of the 5 stars?
Out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
Will, how about you go first?
Yeah, Will, since you're new. What would you give Total Recall out of 5 stars?
Well, I would say that it was a good 7.5. Like, it's not the best movie, but it's pretty fucking good because I mean, like the scenes that are so amazing make up for, like, it's fine. The movie's fine. If it hadn't been for Quaid and those kinds of scenes, like, why is there a 3-titted woman? Well, radiation or something. I don't know. Magic. It's just like alien. I don't know what they are. I never really. I stopped listening halfway through and just started watching. Like, I was just like, oh, that's a 3-breasted woman. Oh, that's a man with a ear on his face. Like, I don't. It was just good. The visual effects were way better than like the plot, but it was 7.5 definitely. Quaid.
Really quick. My brother, he can't watch it because he's working right now, but he sends a dab. That's what he sends.
You're
so
Quaid.
So 7.5 out of 10 stars for you?
That's I guess I could that adds up to like 3.5 stars out of 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I'd say I have to go with Will on this. 3.5 stars. It's a great action movie, but is it better than T2? Is it better than Aliens? No, it's not.
It's not.
But it is a great movie to watch. So yeah, I agree. I'm on the same level as Will. 3.5 stars.
Yeah, good. For me, I would give it 4 stars, which is basically like an 8. It's 1 point higher. But for me, I guess it's because I really, and like it was my first time watching it, so I was having I was having a real good time with it. Like I know the story is like Arnold's performance isn't great. It's like really bad, but I like the charm that he gives into it. Like it's just like the wackiness of him, just him going and then
Like that's the thing with Arnold is that he has fun with. He may not be a great actor, but he has fun with his movies.
Yeah, at least he has. You could tell when he's having fun with his films. So that's what I give with him. And the visuals, matte paintings were fantastic. Like that's what kept me engaged. The story of it also kept me engaged of it. It was like I liked the Mars, the sci-fi environment. But I do agree on that. Yeah, it's not better than Terminator 2. It's not as good as Aliens or The Thing. But I feel like it may not be like an A movie, but I would consider it like a high B movie.
I would disagree with, but okay.
Like
I wouldn't say it's not an A movie, but it's definitely not in the B category.
I would
I don't know, that's suspecting.
Yeah. I feel like I personally put it maybe like second rewatch it might change, but I don't know. It's like I had a whole fun time with it. I don't think it's a masterpiece. I don't think it's one of the greatest sci-fi movies at all time. I don't think that, no. But it's a movie that I don't think people would be disappointed going into it or like having a bad time. It's a good movie to watch for everyone. But that was our quick stuff about Total Recall. If you could find it to watch, it would be on Netflix if you're old looking.
Yeah, where it should be the last time it was.
Yeah.
Or at that last Blockbuster, I'm sure they got it in the hits from the 90s section. Where it's just like, oh yeah, Yo So Quaid. Yeah, it's over there.
Yo So Quaid. Yo So Quaid.
Also, since now this is the part of the segment where we're already close to the end, but we always end it off with the untitled segment idea, which is basically what you've recently watched, listened to, or like a TV show or movie or anything, or what video game you played recently. And since
let's see that title card in the post-edited version.
Yeah.
Untitled segment.
Okay, Robin, say it.
Untitled segment.
Okay, and then I'll just put like, buh. But yeah, since
make sure there are dogs in it.
Dogs?
I swear to God, if there isn't a dog in the edited version, I will yell Quaid so much.
Oh, that's another thing.
Plague you with Quaid.
There also needs to be a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger where his helmet got busted open and you just see his eyes popping out.
Every time we're doing Arnold Schwarzenegger pressing or whenever we're saying Quaid, I'll put that
Okay.
where he's exploding. But since it's been a while, you could basically say what you've played, watched, or that all together. So since Will's new here, so Will, what have you recently played or watched or listened to, you know?
Well, I've been watching Avatar: The Legend of Korra. I regretted that decision almost immediately, and then decided, no, you're gonna watch this, and then it got better.
Okay.
And now I'm in season 2, and it's keeping my attention. But I think the thing that's keeping my attention isn't that the storyline's good. It's that characters from Avatar: The Last Airbender or their voice actors randomly show the fuck back up. And I'm not gonna say, I guess it's been out a while. Uncle Iroh comes back, and he's a spirit, y'all. And it's just like, it's not the real Uncle Iroh, because the real Uncle Iroh's voice actor died, R.I.P. Mako. But like, it is Uncle Iroh, so you're like, oh, Uncle Iroh. And like your heart goes, oh, Uncle Iroh. He was everybody's uncle. And he comes back for like a half a second. And then also, fucking the same guy who voiced Zuko is also voicing like his grandson. And it's like, oh, cool, because I guess y'all couldn't find anyone else. But it's good.
Okay.
It's good. I enjoy it. Probably because of nostalgia rather than like good storyline.
Okay.
All right.
Is that the point of this segment? I don't even know what the fuck this segment is.
That's what the segment
Yeah,
is.
it's
if I'm
just
being honest.
It's just talking about what you've recently played, and if you have or watched or listened to, and if you finished either of them, and if you wanted to, you could do a review of it.
Yeah.
Korra, 2.5 out of 5 stars. It's fine.
Okay.
Give it a try. And if you don't like it, then meh. Look up the good episodes.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Mr. Robin, what have you What have you recently watched or listened to or played?
I have recently been playing a new game. Well, to me, it's new. Called Singularity, and I haven't finished it yet, so I can't really give a proper review of it. But basically, it's set in I think it's actually set in 2019, and you're playing as a Black Ops group that's being sent into this old abandoned Soviet science base, and because there was something that went wrong, and so you're walking around the base, and
Your mic's shitting again.
It is. Oh god.
Yeah. So what you said was, something blah abandoned, and then so you're walking around the base, and it's like, nope, that's some context there.
So I'm trying to keep an eye on my thing to see if it pops up, so that way I know that I'm talking.
Keep an eye on the road.
I can't. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to keep an eye on my levels.
Oh no.
See, I just
Robin
got in a car
crashed.
accident. Yeah. Anyways, so you go into your helicopter crashes on the island, and while you're looking around trying to figure out what happened and where you are, all of a sudden there's like this weird time rift where you get sent back in time to the 1950s when the accident was happening on the island. And because you accidentally saved a specific person, you ended up alternating the timeline where the Russians basically took over the world during the war. The Russians took over the world during the Cold War. And you're just trying to fix it, and you also try to go back in time to save this one scientist who can actually fix everything. So you go back in time, you save him from being killed, and so then he's alive in the present. So then it's really interesting so far. It's made by it's made by Raven Softworks, and they made they're helping with the multiplayer in Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War. So that was another reason why I was like, oh, I want to play this story. And I remember them too because they also made a Wolfenstein game, the last Wolfenstein game before Bethesda took it over. And it was, in my opinion, the last good Wolfenstein game. And it's simply just called Wolfenstein. It came out in 2009.
2009.
Yeah, if I highly recommend it if you somehow get a copy of it.
Is it on Steam?
So, no, it's not.
Shit.
And that's the thing that sucks. I'm like, I really want this on Steam.
Damn.
But no, Singularity, it's really good. I think I'm halfway through it. I defeated a boss already, a boss monster. There's like other monsters in this game.
Dang.
So it's interesting so far. And I'll have a full next time, or I might post it on my Twitter. I'm not sure yet.
All right. So keep an eye out, ladies and gentlemen.
Robinator T1000.
Right there.
Yes.
On that. Let me see. My finger goes right there. Right there. His link is right there. But yeah, nice. I recently I've been on the Fall Guys craze. That's what I've been playing recently. It's a hella fun game. It's a very unique battle royale game. I was like, whoa. Imagine it's just basically a Japanese game show, like Wipeout, mixed with battle royale. But I know a movie I recently watched, but I don't know if I want to get really into it, which is Akira. Have you heard of Akira?
No.
Never heard of Akira?
Nope.
It's a Japanese animated film that came out in the was it the 90s? No, it came out in 1988. It's one of the. It was around the time when I guess that's when anime was getting huge, I guess you could say. Okay. But I was like, oh, I want to watch this because I'm like, I've always heard a lot of good things about it, and I've always remembered seeing a lot of it on late night Cartoon Network where they would have that anime section, and they'd be like, tune in tonight to watch Akira, and it always kind of scarred me because there was a weird creature that was just a bunch of flesh. And it was consuming. Okay. It was consuming people. And then watching this movie, this overall Akira, it's it's a very beautiful film. It's a gorgeous looking film. I give props to all the animators of it. It's an animated movie that still can hold up to anything that's new right now. It's a fucking gorgeous film. The story is very, very convoluted. It's very confusing.
Mm-hmm.
It does require some stuff, but I enjoyed the weirdness of it overall. It was just what was hurting it was more the story itself.
Mm-hmm.
It was just it would get confused and where this is coming from. It's what's this or what's that. But it's a very entertaining film, especially once it goes towards the end, where it gets even more whack, and where I saw that fleshy blob.
Okay.
So it's on Hulu.
I can't watch it then.
Yeah.
I don't have Hulu.
Yeah, same here. My Rico, he's I had to watch an explanation video because of that. Yeah, it's one of those movies that I feel you could consider it the story of it's artsy, I guess you could say. But mm-hmm. it's a movie that it deserves that praise that it's been getting for years. I know you could probably rent it on Amazon, but I would give it a watch. I would recommend giving it a watch.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. Any last words, ladies and gentlemen? Any last words before we disappear and we turn into copies of Skyrim?
I just want to say that Todd Howard, we love you. We forever hold you in our hearts because we know that your game has no bugs. It only has features.
Only features.
We are happy that you have made us features of the game. Praise Todd Howard. Praise him.
In the name of Todd
Let us
Howard.
all sing. Let us all sing the national anthem of Todd Howard, which is Country Road.
Yeah.
Country road. And due to copyright law, we cannot continue on.
Yeah.
To the
We can only
place.
say country roads, and that's it.
Country road, country road, country road, country road, country road.
It's a road.
Ooh, country
It's
road.
a road.
It's a road.
In the country.
Country
Country
It's a
road.
road.
Praise Todd Howard.
West Virginia.
Todd
Praise
Howard.
Todd Howard.
Country road. Todd Howard.
Todd
Road. Praise be Todd Howard.
Patrick, our Garudin _music, had the last thing he's listened to is the album Thirst by Sebastian.
Ooh, thirst.
So we'll be sure to look that up to listen to it.
Indeed. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, what about you, Robin? Any last words you have to say before you also turn into a Skyrim copy?
It's really hot in my house.
Don't you have air conditioning?
No, we do, but it's just really hot outside.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, the heat killed him.
Oh my god, I murdered Robin. Todd Howard, no.
Oh.
Grandma, he's in the house. He's wearing his Teletubbies outfit with a shotgun.
Hey, Robin.
It's me, Todd Howard. That, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning into the Grand Slam. There's a good chunk of you guys. We love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, you'll see more of the episodes or more gaming stream from us soon. But until then, just keep up. Follow our Twitters. Follows the Facebook page. Just follow us there. And I hope to see you guys soon. Love you all. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Quaid. Quaid, you gotta say bye, Quaid. 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 No, Todd Howard, no. No, I don't want to be Skyrim. Tower, no, I don't want to be Skyrim, no. No. Die. Tower, no, I want to be Skyrim. No.
For fuck's sake, run the stream, man.